You beautiful, awesome people, and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution! In the previous episode, we went through and did some more of the campaign, and I'm still pressing the B button because I've been playing the N64 recently, which makes no sense because I'm pretty sure that should be the B button still even on that controller. Anyways, as I said in the previous episode, we went through and did some of the campaign, which was not the original Yu-Gi-Oh! But instead schooling the master with Zane Truesdale and Chancellor Sheppard, where they went through and had a little bit of a spit. Zane now has access to the Underworld Cyber deck, so next time we use Zane, which should be coming up in the GX era, we'll be using a completely different Cyber deck, so we're up to Blinded by the Light. The other thing I have done since then, and by the way, the previous episode for this series actually went up on a Wednesday, which completely kind of screwed me up, because I was like, oh, I don't need to record Yu-Gi-Oh! For another week. Oh, wait, it's Saturday. I have to upload Yu-Gi-Oh! Oops. So yeah, that kind of screwed me up schedule-wise, because I was like, I should probably get through and doing Bastion's booster pack, which I finally did. 200,000 Duel points later, I finally got all his stats up to max. So I've got a couple of cards. However, I was trying to build a dinosaur deck, which is why this episode is going out quite late today. Tried building a dinosaur deck, don't have a lot of cards to actually build that particular pack. A lot of them, I think for the dinosaur deck it came down to like link cards, like the Signet, I think they're called Signet cards. And so the deck that I wanted to build, or was kind of basing it off of, just kind of didn't work due to those lack of cards. The other deck I wanted to build or try building was a Buster Blader deck. Again, the decks and all the research I was showing kind of went to the Signet cards again. So like Boros Sworn, is it called Boros Sworn Dragon? It's kind of like one of the vampire cards I used in the previous episode, where it goes onto the field and selects a card and just equips it. Basically remove a -1 on the opponent's side of the field. It's quite a good card, as far as I'm aware. So the Buster Blader deck was a bit of a fail as well. So I've got no new decks to show you, unfortunately. We still have Cancel Vampire. I kinda was going through the comments in the previous episode, and people are suggesting that I do go the 1 part vampire, 1 part zombie build with this deck, which is going Zombie World, then putting in Banshee to kind of bring out Zombie World. I think that's its effect. There was also like Doom's King, I think, which was something I did come across, and Vampire Sucker, which is the link card for this deck. And the only reason why I didn't go with Vampire Sucker is because I actually didn't see all that much mention of that particular card, so which makes me think a lot of the research things I was reading for this vampire deck kind of came out before Vampire Sucker came out. So I've been told it's a decent card when Vampire World is in the deck, which it is indeed in the deck. It's right there. And I think the other card I'm going to throw in as well is what I mentioned in the previous episode too, which was Zombie Master, which kind of works in well as well. That was a bit of a redundant sentence just there too, I just realised. So having said that, I'll probably go through and reconfigure this deck once again, but I'm not going to do that until I get Uni Zombie into the deck, which unfortunately I don't get until 5Ds. And on that topic too, I did see a lot of people put in their input in regards to me, my thoughts about ending the series at GX. A lot of people actually didn't mind if I did walk away after GX, do Duelist of the Roses, which was something I put forward, then come back to Legacy of the Duelist, because, it might be refreshing just to walk away from it for a little bit, then come back and be like all completely refreshed to continue on with the series. I might end up doing that, but I'll just see how I feel when we do get to the end of GX, and it'd be like, okay, I can probably continue on with it, or we switch up games, do something else as a bit of a change up, and then come back and be completely refreshed, because I'm going to admit 200,000 Duel points just to beat that, booster pack, that took up about 5 hours again just before recording, and it really did slow me down. So if I sound a little bit exhausted again, that's why I've already done 5 hours of Yu-Gi-Oh! Of mainly surrendering and all that and grinding. But anyways, I digress. Next campaign. After Asta defeated Jaden, Sartorius travelled to Duel Academy in order to assess the school's students. While on the island, Sartorius came across Chazz Princeton. I am known as Sartorius. I travelled quite a ways to meet you. Yeah? And what do you want me... Wow, I can't read that. I know I don't have my glasses on. I don't even think putting my glasses on would actually kind of help there. Yeah? And why'd you want to meet me? There we go, that's the Chazz Princeton I know. Simple. I could use someone like you. Tell you what, I have an idea. Why don't you show me what you've got? Perhaps I'll sign you on as a client. I manage Professional Duelist. Ever hear of Asta Phoenix? You manage him? Indeed. Now let's see if you're ready for the pros. Chazz was defeated and Sartorius took over Chazz's mind using the magical powers of the mysterious Light of Destruction. Sartorius also forced Chazz to join the sinister Society of Light organization. It's funny how, you know, when you hear the name Light of Destruction and then the other opposite polar end of Light of Destruction, you think it'd be the other way around, Light of Destruction, you know, as, I think, contrasting or juxtaposing as it is. You'd think it'd be the good thing, and then the other side of it is bad. But it's just, I don't know, it's just something I always found quite weird. I was keeping quiet because I'm pretty sure this game's going to go over it because it kind of gets explained either after this duel or before this duel. If it doesn't get mentioned anywhere by the time we've actually beat this duel, I'll talk about it. But as I said, I've actually kind of forgotten what the force is called. Later on, Dr. Crowler was shocked to learn that Chancellor Sheppard had returned to announce a new tournament. Thanks for keeping my seat warm while I've been away, Crowler. But now I'm back, and there's important business to discuss. What can I do to assist you, sir? Gather all the students. I have an important announcement to make, and it affects everyone. It's going to change our lives, and this is kind of going back to the previous episode too, where at the end of the duel with Chancellor Sheppard and Zane was given a little badge from Chancellor Sheppard, and he's like, this is the key to enter my tournament. I want you to enter my tournament. It'll be good for you. This is kind of in hopes that it's a remedy to Zane's edgy emo life now that he's taken up. The newly returned Chancellor Sheppard addressed the entire student body. First of all, it's good to be back. I have a special gift to offer all of you. A gift? Man, it's good to have a Sheppard back. I nearly said a Sheppard. Did I actually just say a Sheppard back? Wrong type of, you know, that's a noun. This is actually oh man. Yeah, I'm just having one of those nights again. I give you the GX Dueling Tournament, a competition for the next generation of Master Duelist. It's like nothing you've ever experienced before. And it starts right now. Duelists from around the globe will converge here. Students, professionals are welcome. When the dust settles and only one duelist remains, he will be known as the world's greatest. That's me, I'll beat all the pros. Don't know about that actually. Chazz took advantage of the tournament in order to challenge Jaden to a rematch. However, Jaden was late to their duel because he was busy searching for Chazz's old jacket. His most favourite thing in the world. Jaden hoped to use the jacket to break Chazz's mind control. Could they please, when it comes to these type of things, in regards to context, could they please just show the fact that Chazz is all white at this point because Society of Light is like white obsessed? Like they paint the dorm white, the uniforms are white, their hair is white. Especially in Bastion's case, I'm going to mention it because we'll never see Bastion ever again in this story most likely. So the whole point to that is Chazz is going with a white jacket and Jaden's like, maybe if I give Chazz's favourite jacket back, the black and edgy one, it'll break the mind control, which is basically explained there almost. What? See here! Show Chazz how he's depicted in the anime with white jacket on. I think his hair is still white. I can't remember. It's still black. I can't remember. What's your problem? Did you forget or just chicken out? Actually, I was going through your old stuff and lost track of time. I found your old jacket. I thought you might like to try it on again. I think that's not the only thing either that he's kind of ditched was the jacket. He's also ditched his old deck of the Ojamas, which again you wouldn't know because it's not really depicted that he's got the Ojama deck at this point. And I'm pretty sure when we duel in this, I only just got a mind burst just then, we'll be using the Ojama deck because Jaden kind of mixes up the elemental heroes with the Ojama deck that Chazz used to use as so, you know, kind of help with the oomph to try and kick Chazz back into his good old self. So I think Jaden wears the jacket and the Ojamas, something like that. But yeah, now I kind of know we are in the anime. Put that away. I know what you're trying to do and it won't work. I won't go back to the way I was. The old Chazz doesn't exist anymore. I've seen the light. But if that's true, then why does a part of me want to wear that jacket? If you change your mind, I'll leave it right here for you, Chazz. Fine, I'll use it to wipe the mess once I beat you. Let's duel. So, if I am correct in my presumptions, this is going to be a pretty interesting duel. I've actually never used the Ojamas personally. All I know is that Ojama Hurricane, or Delta Hurricane, is quite a good card. And Ojama King is just trolly. Anyways, let's get into it. Oh yeah, no, it's the Ojamas. Oh great, I'm going to have to definitely learn on the spot here. And I just burnt my tongue because my cup of tea is boiling hot at this point. Alright, well first things first, we'll use Pot of Greed, which allows me to summon 2 Ojamas to the field. Oh sorry, it means put one Ojama Yellow into my hand. And an Elemental Hero Clayman. And here we go, Delta Hurricane. You can only activate this while Ojama Green, Ojama Yellow, and Ojama Black are face up on your side of the field. Destroy all cards on your opponent's side of the field. Well, for now, we'll just go Clayman, just to kind of seek out what he's doing. We have Ojama Knight. We still have, we still have Blaster Rampant, or Rampant Blaster. For this, I need, I can't actually see the number. 1 Ojama monster plus 1 Ojama monster. Select up to 2 of your, yeah, this one kind of makes it as well, so you can't, as the opponent loses 2 monster fields. So normally in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! You're allowed 5, like this. When you summon Ojama Knight, or Ojama Knight, what was it? Seriously, I'm just having a blank at this point. What the? What in the world is that card? If you tribute summon a light normal monster, you can treat this monster as 2 tributes. I've never heard of that card before. Was that used in the anime? As I said, I'm getting to the point of the anime where it's a little bit blurry to me. I know what this one does, allows you to do piercing damage. I need green at this point. I wonder if I should just put Mirror Force down just in case he tribute summon, because that does allow for a tribute summon equal to 2 instead of 1. I'm gonna hold that back because Rampant Blaster could be cool to have. Just in case I don't get, I don't have Polymerization anyway, so it doesn't matter. White Tiger Summoner. Oh yeah, I'm kind of glad I put down Mirror Force. Get rid of all of those cards. Alright, that was a big blow to the system there. Right, that's a big threat out the way. Hey, I got Defusion. Well, I'm going to place this down because the last time I didn't, I ended up eating dust for it. I know I said I was going to hold it back, but I think at this point it might be just handy to throw it down and just wait for Ojama Knight. Because all I really need to do for that one is just 2 Ojama monsters instead of like a nasty 3 for Ojama Delta Hurricane. I mean, Delta Hurricane would be... Oh, okay, never mind. Tribute to the Doom. Then we had to... The proudest of them all, White Dustin. It looks so cute. It's like a fluffy little marshmallow. Oh, well, look, I have like... All 3 Ojamas now actually need to do Ojama Hurricane. Alright, we'll throw 1 down. Ojama Yellow, because I've got a backup in my hand as well. Oh. That's bad. Wait, why do I have Defusion? Oh, it must be like a strategy within... I just realised, I looked at Chazz's area, I was like, there's no extra deck monsters. Why? Once per turn, you can send 1 Ojama card from your hand to the graveyard to special summon 1 Ojama from your graveyard. Hold on. While you control a face-up Ojama monster, switch the original attack and defense of all monsters on the field. Ojama can include Ojama Muscle. So if I did that, that would mean that would have 1050 and that would have 0 defense. Is that continuous? No, it's a field though. I can play that once per turn. You can send 1 Ojama card from your hand to the graveyard to special summon 1 Ojama monster from your graveyard. That would be the easiest way to get Delta Hurricane out. I'm just trying to think, what am I going to do? Ooh! Of all monsters on the field. So that means though, if I do that, that means that has 2,000 attack, which means I can beat over that. And that'll have 1,000 attack. Oh, I get. So if I summon that, and switch that to attack position, and then I can activate this, send that to then get back yellow. I sent yellow to the graveyard to get yellow out of the graveyard, that's funny. That has 1,000 attack now, and battle phase, and then go straight into that, and then beat that over, and now I can direct attack for 1,000 with Ojama yellow. Oh my lord, I would hate for that to happen. Could you imagine that little, look at its card artwork. Do you imagine that coming up and like butt slamming you in the face as a direct attack, or giving you a big sloppy kiss? Oh, that would not be very nice. And he's just placed that, oh, with 2,000 defense. Yikes. Though I can put that Ojama green, and I did also get polymerization. How's that? Hells yeah! Now I can use Ojama Hurricane. Get rid of them. How much does a knight have for attack? Zero. Oh, I have 2,500. But I have enough to just oh, wait. If I'm correct in my assumption here, if I do polymerization, then go into Ojama Knight, I'll have enough anyways, because I still got Ojama Green back. Summon out the great Ojama Knight into my extra zone. That'll have 2,500 attack. And then I can just destroy, or just nullify 2 zones, like that. And then just go to a battle phase. If I didn't have enough, I was kind of hoping to then go for a defuse them, and then I'd have 3,000 attack just there. And now I'm getting a constant reminder. So like that, and then, you know, say if I didn't have Clayman down, I go defusion, then defuse the 3, and then defuse them, and then special summon them onto the field, like this. And that gives me an extra 2,000 back, which would make up for not having Clayman. I just want to beat him with Ojamas. Boom! There we go. That's the strategy I guess they want you to use. You summon out Ojama Knight after using Ojama Delta Hurricane and just do a whopping... What would they be asking for there? Basically 4,500 damage. It just doesn't seem right winning that duel. Chazz wasn't really himself, so the duel doesn't count. Chazz has been through enough already. He sure has. He's been basically wiped from this entire game. Duel for Hire, Blinded by the Light, Chazz, his new recipe, the White Light, which was pretty bad. Light Effigy, I really can't pronounce that word. Effigy, White Tiger Summoner, White Ninja. Basically, it's a whole white deck. If this was Magic of the Gathering, it'd be a white attribute deck, basically, I would imagine. Yes, it's Pegasus versus Kronos, or what's his face? As I said, I usually refer to him by the Japanese name. Crowler. Wow, I can't believe I blanked. I immediately went to the Japanese name. How's that? Anyways, we're going to be using Chazz this time. Should I go first or should I go second? Probably best to go second, because then I can kind of scout out what Jaden's doing and an extra draw. Alright, let's see how this goes. My tea's cooled down enough to the point where I can actually drink it now. So I'm kind of wondering what this goes towards. Fusion Sage for polymerization, so probably be going for an Ojama Knight pretty quickly. Though I'm going to keep back Tribute to the Doom just for that. This could be a good start. Target 1 defense position. Ooh. It's a flip though. I could keep that back. Or I could summon it now. It's a shame that Ojama county's not up. Or I could just go straight for Alexandrite Dragon and just blast through it. Since we know the strategy of the deck is revolving basically... Oh, okay, it's Clayman. That was a good start. So it revealed that basically the same way I started off the duel. So it's gonna be like Clayman... Okay, now I understand why Blaster Ramp... Oh no, that's bad. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't go into that strategy as quick as he did. Oh, well, at least I know the strategy. Oh, there's an Honest in this deck. Hells to the yeah! During your main phase, you can train this face-up card from the field to the hand during the damage step when a light monster controls. You can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. That monster gains attack of the opponent's monster it is battling until the end of this turn. That'll give me not quite enough to overcome it. But if I just go... I might need to go into Honest, that's the thing. So if I just go this, Tribute to the Doom, and then... Oh wait, what am I talking about? All I need to do is just get rid of that and go straight for the Ojama. Because that only kicks in when an Ojama's on the field. I probably should have summoned that, I just went too far over. It's alright, it's okay. Because if he summons an Ojama, it flips it to 1900 attack, so it probably was better I did Honest. But that's relying on the fact that he summons an Ojama. Which he is, so I got 1900 attack instead of 1100 attack. So I did play it safe there. Especially considering the effect of Ojama County. Is it Ojama County or Country? Oh, Country. I've been saying County. So now, if I go set this... and then go straight for the defense... Yep, little Sparkman. Get rid of that. Alright, all I gotta do is just bust through. Unfortunately though, when that Ojama disappears, my attack reverts. Ooh. Ojama Blue looks so weird. Alright, that's gonna have 2500 attack. Unfortunately though, I couldn't use the effect of Honest because it's Honest. Neospatian Glowmoss. And unfortunately I used Tribute to the Doom already. Oh, I got another one. Never mind. And we'll just get rid of... All I really need to do is just beat over that. And then summon that. I do have Stray Lambs. And then all I gotta do is then flip that up, or that gets flipped, and... yeah, that's right. I forgot to all these effects. Your opponent draws one card and shows it then based on its type. Monster end the battle. Oh, of course. I did get to draw though. You can special summon one level 4 monster from your hand. Ooh. Alright, so if he puts that in defense, because he's got no cards in his hand, so the chances of him drawing a card that he could use, it may not be all that slick. Ooh. Right, there is potentially a Mirror Force, though, that just got put down. And I get to use it! Hells? Ooh, I can get rid of that too, but I'm actually more afraid of that. Ojama Country... It was Defusion. Rats. It was a bluff! But that is kind of handy, though, the Ojama Country, because I can use that to my favour. Alright, well I can't use its effect, but still, it does give me a boost in all my other cards. I can flip. And then get rid of that. And now go for my direct attack. 16. If I had another monster in my card, I think this would have been coming well, depending on the card, of course, this would have come very close. No, it wouldn't have. It would have had to been a 3100 beat stick. Never mind. I think next turn, if he doesn't place anything on the field, I win. Well, that's actually quite handy because, oh, there's only one card he can beat over. But he put in defense position. Never mind. I win. But it cannot attack. Well, we're not doing that. I'm just gonna go, ooh. I was like, here's a question. Am I gonna have enough life attack points to win? No, I'm not. I'm just gonna be short by like one card. And I couldn't do Silent Doom because it summons it in defense position. That's why I had to double check it. Well, that's pretty much game at this point. Yep, that's game. So both decks, oh, that was the card. Metaphys Armed Dragon. So it's like the opposite of Dark Armed Dragon. Cool. And we're just going to finish it off with the White Tiger Summoner. Only because it looks cool. And that's game. Gotcha. Ojama Hero, Ojama Knight, we got Ojama Country, Neospace and Glow Moss, and nearly 2,000 jewel points there. Right, Jewel for hire. Dr. Crowler and Vice Chancellor Bonaparte waltzed into Chancellor Sheppard's office bragging about their victories in the GX tournament. You see these GX medals? Prove that I'm the superior to you in every way. Oh please, someone who can't even reach the elevator buttons is superior to me? That was low, Crowler. That was low. That was a bit of a pun and a bit of a self-jab at himself. No, what's low is you. Low to the ground, that is. Oh, by the way, I have to put this out there. One of the other reasons why I love GX is just these two. Like, their chemistry and the comedy that they create when they have a fight is just glorious. I love it so much. Ugh, what do I do to deserve these two buffoons? Look, Shrimp, at least I didn't win mine from freshmen. I know, because that beat you. Your last medal came from a 4-year-old. Wow, that was savage. That was very savage. He was 5! That's enough. Settle this on your own time, which you'll have plenty of because I want you out and don't come back. We've just been fired. Well, off to an employment line then. This is just like the fall of Napoleon, the end of a glorious era. Yahoo! Mr. President, what brings you here? Is everything alright? Actually, that's what I'm here to find out. Chancellor Sheppard called me and it sounded quite urgent. It's Maximilian, president of Industrial Illusions, creator of Jewel Monsters. Perhaps they're hiring. I hear his company's health benefits are très wow, come on, I know the word. Magnificent. Wow, I sounded like I was just having a stroke there. You've got to hire us. No job is too small. We'll even answer your phones for Pete's sake. We have procedures for these things. Now out of my way. You don't understand. We're desperate men, Pegasus. Well, I wouldn't have thought that from you. Actually, I'm going to be quite honest. How many people assumed Crowler was actually feminine, considering how feminic he really comes off, especially in Japanese. He's very flamboyant in a way. Yes, that much is obvious. Now I suggest you fill out an application. For the last time, let me go. And they're just grabbing onto his legs going, Mamma mia, pistachio, please hire us. Never. Not until you give us jobs. Alright, fine, you're both hired. Oh, happy day. Merci beaucoup. Hold on, you must first prove yourself by defeating me. Oh no, I gotta use tunes, don't I? I just realised then. It was like, while I was enjoying all of that banter, I'm like, oh wait, I gotta use 2 monsters, don't I? Well, hopefully they've improved since season 1. We'll go second. I hate Toon archetype. I was actually gonna like really show that I kind of hate myself by using the Toon deck as a custom deck, but it's like, I don't even think I want to do that either. Alright, 1 back row, which is interesting from Crowler. Toon Goblin Attack Force, which would put me in defense. If you control Toon World, which I don't, Target one face-up monster your opponent controls and flip... Oh, okay, well, I wish I had Toon Well at this point. When this card is activated, banish 3 cards from the top of your deck face down. This card becomes Toon World while in the field zone. If 2 monsters you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish one. I think this is basically the effect I've got to do. And now I can... Oh, I don't actually have like a thing I can back it up with at that point. Alright, well I can summon this. That's a start. I just gotta hope that Toon Kingdom doesn't go rip. And I can also banish cards to protect my cards as well. Hopefully there's a way that I can get my banished cards back. I got Minicat. If you control Toon World and a 2 monster, target a card in your opponent's graveyard. If it's a monster special summon. Ooh, Ancient Gear Golem. And I can potentially do a special summon. And then special summon and attribute over that. Because it's got summoning sickness, it can't attack anyways. And then I can just bring this out. I think it's still got summoning sickness. It does. But there's one card that doesn't have summoning sickness. Oh, it doesn't have summoning sickness. I'm kind of glad that I summoned it now. And I can also discard 1 card from Crowler's hand with Toon Gemini Elf. Nice. And I can't attack with that. Right, 4100. Alright, this should pretty clean cut at the moment, unless something nasty just really happens, like a Mirror Force or something. If you control Toon Well, target 1 face-up monster, go to the special summon 2 monster from your hand in your deck whose level is less or equal to the monster. Yep, that goes down. Because if Ancient Gear Golem gets special summoned, I can basically put that onto the field. Ancient... Uh-oh. Oh, wait. Oh. That was interesting. Oh wait, it technically wasn't Toon World. Yeah, it wasn't Toon World, it was Toon Kingdom. Even though it gets... Oh, I know why. Because it only gets treated as Toon World whilst on the field, in the field zone. So as soon as it gets removed or something like that, it doesn't get counted. It was a pseudo, something like that. I'm so confused. Working at Industrial Illusions isn't about dueling. It's about dedication, working together and never giving up. Do you mean we don't have to go on unemployment? There you are, Pegasus. Sorry, Chancellor, I got a bit hung up. Hung up on what? What on earth is going on? Well, since you just... Where in the world did you just pop up from, Hasselberry? We're in Season 2 and the game hasn't introduced Hasselberry at this point, I swear. And then everyone probably playing who has never watched the anime at this point is probably like, who the hell are you? Interesting. Like, there was even a big duel against Jaden and Hasselberry. And the game's just like, nah, we're not going to introduce Hasselberry until now, and even then you're going to be confused as to who the hell he is, even though he's like an important character and everything. Oh, jeez. Well, since you decided to fire Crowler and Bonaparte, they were dueling against Pegasus for a new job with him. How could you, sir, and without a 2 weeks' notice, or a severance package? I wasn't, firing you. I had a lot on my mind, and I lost my temper. Sorry about that. Oh, my dear gentleman, this is where you belong. Yeah, that was a very interesting development there. I can't believe that. He's an important character. There's the bin. Important character. Say hello to your new home in the bin, basically, is what this game just did to poor Hasselberry. Alright, so let's see how good Professor Crowler's deck is up against Pegasus. And I went first. I actually didn't mean to do that. I was like looking just to make sure everything's working fine, which I'm pretty sure it is, and just hit the A button. And my cup of tea is really nice. I guess that's the tea for you. Alright, Ancient Gear Drill. If you control Ancient Gear monster, discard one card, set one... Ancient Gear Beast. Ancient Gear... If this card is added from the deck or the graveyard to your hand, except by drawing it, you can add one Earth. Nope. If this card attacks, your opponent cannot... Okay, I've got a bit of an awkward hand here. Oh, no. I'm not in an awkward position at all. I'm just stupid. Cannot be special summon if this card... So I have to tribute summon it, basically. I can't even special summon it through means of like Soul Charge or anything like that. That's kind of annoying if it had it any other deck. So if I was just to summon this, how hard would it be to beat over? Gonna do that for now. Table of Contents for another Table of Contents. It's basically a milling card at this point. I mean, you can get other cards off it, but you may as well at that point just mill your deck a little bit. Another Table of Contents. Toon Cannon Soldier. Toon Kingdom down. 3 cards banish. It's now Toon World. That will go into defense position afterwards. It can't attack. Alright, that worked out well. Reveal one level 5 or higher Ancient Gear monster from your hand, then banish a number from your graveyard. And if you do, normal summon the reveal... Oh, ha! It can't be special summoned, so never mind. If it was like Ancient Gear Golem, I could. Place that down. And then activate this. Place it on that for 2,600. Discard one card, set one spell card directly from your deck. This turn, that spell card cannot be oh, okay. So I can activate it. I'm probably... Oh, I'd actually... Might just get rid of that. So I can go for Gear Town. I think Gear Town actually might be my best bet. I think it is. Alright, go Gear Town. And that can be activated next turn. And that means I can tribute... Well, I could have tributed this for nothing. Alright, he activated Toon World or Toon Kingdom to make sure it can't be destroyed by banishing one card from the top of his deck. That should beat over most cards too. Oh, okay, I'm gonna take life point damage. That's probably all he can really do. Wait, what? Oh no, it can direct me. Ah, I need to get rid of that card. But it will go in defense position. Let me guess, I got rid of a card that would get rid of that. Alright, activate that. It'll have monster with this effect. If this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate. So that'll bypass that. Oh, wait, what? No! I needed that card! No! I think I'm in a bit of a cycle here where I'm not going to be able to do anything. Because I needed cards that negate spells activating, because then that stops Toon Kingdom from activating. And I think I'm going to take some more life point damage here. Then it'll attack directly. Or just sacrifice that again for another 500 and attack me directly. No? Special summon 1, level 2, or... I don't have one in my hand. Though he does still take life point damage, but still he is discarding a lot of cards. Oh, sorry, banishing a lot of cards from his deck. Alright, I think this might be another one of those replay duels just to Since oh, okay, it can't attack this turn, he's gonna sacrifice himself for 500. Pot of greed, okay, I need that right about now. Okay, I can... If you control an ancient gear, is that not considered ancient gear? If you control an ancient gear, you can special summon this card from your hand and face-up attack. I thought that was considered ancient gear. If you control an ancient gear, is there something that's preventing that? I'm just trying to think, why would you do that? Right, next turn I can actually... No! I think I'm gonna lose though, because next turn he can attack me directly. That's unfortunate. Yeah, okay, this is just gonna be one of those. I play just to get a feel for the deck, and then the next duel, hopefully I got a bit of a better grasp for the deck at that point. I didn't get any cards either. Interesting. Why did I get no card? Oh, because I already have most of the toon cards. I was like, oh, at least I get a card and some points. I didn't get a card that's got points. Well, that means that reverse duel is useless for grinding. Alright, let's see what's happening. I think I got a grasp on what this deck actually is. I need cards that negate the activation of spell cards or magic cards, and then I got MST. That's fine. That's better. And I got this too. Right, Toon Kingdom straight down. 3 cards straight up banished. I do have MST to just get rid of that too, so we're good. I hope. I'm just going to use MST now just to get rid of it. Alright, that's gone. Because that kind of like is the central plot to his entire deck. And then I could summon out... Might be best to summon this out, because if another Toon Kingdom comes out, then its Gemini effect already isn't a play. And I can just go straight for a direct attack to see what's hiding back there. Nothing at this point. That's good. Alright, straight for that aggressive play at this point, and Gemini as well. Although I don't think, though, if I do Gemini, I can't normal summon, because that is my normal summon. I think that's how Gemini... Oh, okay, never mind. It wants me to use my trap card, doesn't it? You can tribute this card. That might be handy next turn. Yeah, if I do a Gemini, I can't normal summon that turn because it counts as my normal summon. Alright, battle phase. Held MOB at this point. So going for 30... math. Be bad today. 3,600 life point damage there. I hope he doesn't. Oh, then again, if he does summon another Toon Kingdom, I do have a trap card in the back to stop it. It's good. We can leave that down. Leave the B button down because he's just milling at this point. And then the last Toon table of contents he'll use, he'll bring out a Toon Kingdom, I bet. Yep. We'll let go of B. No. Now we're good to go. And I will get rid of an Ancient Gear. Oh, that's what it wants me to... That one card. So it's like you have an Ancient Gear on the field. Right, that's game. I would have let him discard 3 cards, but it's like... There's no point. Summon out Ancient Gear Cannon and then activate its effect. Tribute it for 500 life point damage. Battle phase. Let's go straight for the direct attack. And go for another one. And that's game. Alright, that's better. That That too, and the fact that I actually drew some decent cards to actually help was pretty good. Alright, Heart of Ice. Should we do that or should we hold off? What have we got for Duelist challenges? I didn't get anything new. Wow, that's interesting. I mean, we could do Chancellor Sheppard. From the cards I saw him give me were actually pretty interesting. What I might do is actually... Oh, I really need to give Ra's Rise an actual Duelist icon. The Raging Troll Sprite deck, I really don't know who to give an avatar for. Oh wait, I'm using Ra, ain't I? First to go. I thought I might go back to Ra because the deck actually has changed since I actually featured this deck. So I thought this might be a good time to show it off. Activate the effect and special summon out 2 Ra's Disciples. Yes, I know there's no applicable effect for the card. You don't need to tell me. Now, I do have a Mirror Force down. Now, the reason why this deck's interesting, and I reckon I'm gonna get counted here. No, I didn't. Interesting. What the hell? Hello? An update for my program. I'm using that program at the moment. Thank you very much, Adobe. And I already knew there was an update. Oh yeah. This stupid thing is causing issues. Right, I'll set that for now. And go battle phase. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the only problem with Ra's Disciple is you can't special summon out Sphere Mode unless these things go rip. I mean, they're great direct damage and that point. Or hello, I got a kaiju. Oh, he got a kaiju as well, but his kaiju's stronger. And I will activate my Mash Macron. I mean, he got rid of my Ra's Disciple. He did the job for me. Right, summon that out to the field. Mirror Force. Boom. Thanks for like the... Wow. Duh. That's a beat stick and a half. 3,300, what do you do? Oh, nice. I got the combo. So what do? You can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side of the field. If you tribute 1 monster they control, if your opponent controls a kaiju monster, you can special summon this card. Oh, okay. You can only control 1 kaiju monster once per turn. You can remove 3 kaiju counters from any... Kaiju counters? I just knew these things for tributing other cards. So, if alright, I'm gonna use card events first. I want that. These other ones really don't matter. Aroma Jar is what really matters. Then the true name. And I want to find, I want previous page, sorry. I want AR. This thing is so wonky to use, by the way. Aroma Jar. Aroma Jar for 2 reasons. I get to draw it. And then I also get to add a Winged Dragon of Ra to my hand at the exact same time. And then my card events too allows me to like do some extra shenanigans. Right, do that. Battle phase. Oh, and once again I'm short by 100 life points when I do that. I've lost count how many times that's happened, so we're both on 100. At the moment, like the desperation music will be playing. This allows him to put like a kaiju into his hand. Ow! there goes my 7900 beat stick. I do beat that though. Wait, what? Is there a hello? KrimZen's brain.exe just stopped working. What the? Huh? Why? How? What? Why did he just do that? What? He had 100 life points left, crashed into me. I mean, there's probably a reason for that, but what? AI just stopped working? Hello? Huh? I shouldn't be complaining, but what? That was weird. That's the weirdest AI decision I think I've ever seen. I don't have a idea why that happened. AI definitely stopped working, and the AI intelligence, I think, turned off for a second. Anyways, we're opening cards while my brain processes what just happened. That was very bizarre. Gemini Trap Hole. Activate only when a Gemini monster is treated as an effect monster is destroyed by battle. Oh, there's a thing working around Geminis in this booster pack. It appears. That's cool. Oh yeah, this booster pack has, whatchamacallit, Archfiends. I probably will make an Archfiend deck at the end of this if I have the cards to run it. And not only that too, I get all my trap cards for my Blue Eyes deck as well. That was the only problem with the Blue Eyes deck. It was missing all of the trap cards that you can get from this booster pack. And I think there may have been also a couple from Bastions that I needed. So after this, I'll definitely have everything that I need to completely finish off the Blue Eyes Destruction deck. There's also the Necros cards that I might even look at as well. As I said, if I can get the strategy working and how it works, there is a Link monster for Archfiend. It still has the effect of paying 500 life points or destroy the card like Archfiends have. Once per chain, if you pay life points, except during the damage step, you can send one fiend. It still has that roll the die effect too. Ooh, once per chain if you pay life points. So there has to have been something that causes life points. I don't quite recall Archfiends fully. That's actually a really... It sounds like a decent card. And I would imagine it's almost a staple for an Archfiend deck. Alright, I will definitely am going to check that out. It sounds simple enough to activate, because I would say there is a pretty obvious strategy that works around. Infernal Archfiend. The controller of this card pays 500 life points. That could... No, that's per chain. So it's kind of like the Vampire... Frauland in the Vampire deck, where if... except Battle Phase though, so that's not it. Ice Queen, we're definitely seeing that next episode, by the way. Per chain, that's what's getting my brain fried at this point. So, if something was activated, then you chain it for life points, and then that activates. Necros of Trishula. Hold on, that card sounds familiar. Trishula. Wasn't that a somewhat decent card even before the Necros became meta this year? That sounds very... Unless it's a Trishula from another deck. I may have... If that is the exact same Trishula, I probably have heard of it. I've heard... Like, when I used to watch a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos... Quite a lot, just for, like, background noise. A lot of it went over my head too, what they were talking about. But Trishula kept popping up as a card that... you know, was something that people would use. I'm not sure if that was a kaiju or something like that, or if, as I said, if that's the particular Trishula they were talking about. Instant Fusion, it's showing up the card to actually run off that. Once per turn, when effect is activated, you can discard this card and negate the effect. When this card is ritual summoned, you can banish exactly 3 of your... It is the exact same Trishula. That's the effect that what made a lot of people scared, because it banishes 3 of your opponent's monsters. One each from their hand, field, and graveyard. The card in the hand is chosen at random. So you can have, like, if the opponent's field was stacked and you ritual summon this card, you had the chance of, like, completely removing their big beat sticks off the field and banishing them at the exact same time, so it wasn't like they could easily return those cards back to their hand or special summon back to the field like a graveyard to field effect, like my King of Skulls servants, for example. They got completely banished. Or you can go straight from the hand and just completely, you know, decimate their hand and make it that there's a very slim chance they can play another card the next turn. Going from it, like, worst case scenario to even, like, the absolute worst case scenario of not being able to play a card. Now that kind of makes me want to play Necros a little bit more. Now that I've just noticed there's a card in that archetype that I'm actually familiar with. Mad Archfiend? Wasn't that from 5Ds as well, Mad Archfiend, that Jack Atlas used to play? Then again, you got, like, the whole Red Archfiend as well. The Synchro Monster too, that could have been why. Though that's not part of the same archetype, is it? The Red Archfiend Dragon, that's not... Can someone explain that to me? Because that's something I never really understood, because I already knew there was an Archfiend archetype thanks to GX, but when I watched 5Ds and seen Jack Atlas summon out the Archfiend cards, are they still part of the Archfiend archetype, or is that a completely different archetype, like the KrimZen Red archetype? Someone needs to explain that to me. I don't know if I'll be recording that before this episode even goes live, because it's going to be a little bit late today. But I'm actually curious to see the Yu-Gi-Oh! Pros answer that one for me. 261, we're actually getting to a point too where I can do most of this deck in my own time. 263, I normally start at about 300, because then, like, the last 14 tend to be, like, the really hard ones to get a hold of. Spirit Caller. I wonder if that can work in the Skull Servant deck. Interesting. I know there was a couple of cards in the Skull Servant deck I had to improvise for because I never had. So I'm going to have to find all my research notes for the Skull Servant deck again and see if I've got any of the cards that I was originally missing. I know for a fact those Uni-Zombie was on that list, so that's not going to be remedied anytime soon. I mean, in its current state, the Skull Servant deck does kind of still work, though it's not, you know, obviously the material you'd expect out of it. Still a little bit slow, it's still a little bit inconsistent, doesn't always guarantee an OTKO. The deck I kind of want to see if I can build or understand is an FTKO, because that still kind of mind boggles me, is like, how can someone do an OTKO on their very first turn and the opponent hasn't even done a turn yet? Those are the decks I actually wouldn't mind looking into. Just to, like, use one and be like, hey, this is an FTKO deck. Hi! First of the Dragons. Alright, we'll just use up all these dual points. This might... Oh, actually, we're still going to make our usual length. That's going to be cool. I was a little bit worried. I was like, oh, okay, we're going to have a short episode tonight. That's cool. And we're going to have... Math is a little off today. I think another 3 booster packs, and that's going to be it for today. Humanoid Slime. Flash Fusion. Who's that for? Fusion someone... Destroy it during your end phase. Okay, there has to be a deck that utilizes that. It sounds like a stupid effect. I mean, you fusion summon a card, but then it gets destroyed at the end of your turn. There has to be an archetype that utilizes that. Archfiend Cavalry. Dark Lord. Again, I feel I've seen that card somewhere. I'm thinking a card similar to that. Increase the original attack events will face up level 2 normal monsters. Oh, okay. Skull Servant's level 1. That's not gonna... Damn it! Anyways, that's basically it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. In the next episode, we'll continue with the campaign with Heart of Ice. Jaden versus I nearly butchered it and went for half English, half Japanese. Oh my god, I just blanked. What's her name? Aleska. Yeah, Alexis. Wow, I can't believe that. As I said, I was just searching for the Japanese name again. Anyways, we're versing Jaden versus Alexis. And she won't be using her Cyber Angel deck. She'll be using, as I said, Ice Queen and a whole bunch of other interesting cards. So that should be quite fun. And if we get lucky, what's the next duel after that? Oh, this will be a fun duel. Oh, are you serious? We're already at the end of Season 2, basically? No, that's the end of Season 2 there. But no, we're like coming up to the final duels of Season 2. How many duels did they cut out? Ah, for peak's sakes, that is, as I said, one of the bad things I hate about this game is they cut out so many important duels. That shouldn't go as quick as that. And there's a lot of duels we miss out to with Asta Phoenix. As I said, there's one duel where Asta actually finds the person who murdered his papa, or as they say in the English dub, took his papa, and the Destiny Hero Plasma. Yeah, it's Plasma, I'm pretty sure. And they had that whole duel. The guy uses the Destiny Hero Plasma, and then Asta gets around that, ends up with I keep saying Elemental Hero. Destiny Hero Plasma as his ace card, and then all bunch of shenanigans pursue with that in Season 3 and Season 4, but alas, we'll never see that in this game. Alright, anyways, that's going to be it from me. Until next time, make sure to stay beautiful, and this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!